What's up, everybody? We got the penultimate episode for Kite Man. Hell yeah, season 1 today, and there will, of course, be spoilers here in my breakdown, so you've been warned. Now let's get into episode 9. This week's episode opened with Kite Man and Glider on the run still after nuking the anti-life equation fails, and they gotta keep on moving to avoid Darkseid. Their journey in a chicken-filled semi is cut short though, and one of the chickens reaps the benefits of the anti-life and goes full kaiju. The pair do succeed in taking it down thanks to some help from Alice in Cheshire, and close out on a happy note. But I did kind of think Darkseid was going to jump out of a boom tube here and snag the briefcase while the two were mooching on each other, but I guess they're saving everything for the finale. Well, everything but Bane and Goldilocks, which was the best part of this episode for the second straight week. The walk in the park was funny enough by itself, but then the story time afterwards with the moms and their kids, it was even better with the happy ending bit too, providing the hardest laugh the show's given me so far. But I just hate seeing Darkseid show up in this universe, in this show. It just doesn't work for me, and his choir is driving me up the wall. This take on Darkseid, and honestly, quite a few characters who I just don't think can be twisted into this uber wacky world, like Harley and Ivy were very well. Like it just works for them. It just doesn't work for me with some of these characters, and specifically Darkseid. We did get that badass fight at the bar though, as the Noonan's crew outshined the titular couple once again. Noonan goes back to Nam with his machine gun just blasting through Lex's TV and his men, which really quick, minor complaint, not a big deal, but Lex sending his goons in a TV with his face. I'm over it. Get a new idea. Then Bane finally gets to the let the juice loose and go full badass for an entire fight, while Goldilocks went upstairs to take a dump, and she ends up going back to the future on the toilet. The episode closed with Darkseid coming down to Noonan's to find the equation, but it's gone and Malice lies to him, and then he's gonna figure it out. And so, he kind of summed up this week's episode pretty well with the line of dialogue from it back on Apocalypse here. And, I'm paraphrasing it for my video here, but he pretty much said, "We got nowhere," talking about his plan, but it kind of feels like it applies to the episode too. Like, it's genuinely mind boggling that they're going to wrap this up in one episode next week, as it just kind of feels like, they built season one with the expectation or maybe a promise from Warner Brothers of a season two, and maybe Gunn will renew it. I know he loves this universe. He's had his cameos in Harley Quinn, but I don't know if this show gets a season two. I will say I love the giant chicken stuff, but just the chicken, not the titular couple, Kite Man and Glider, and that kind of hurt that side of it with the bar folk somehow beating them out again. And so that'll do it for my breakdown of episode 9 from Kite Man. Hell yeah. My concern for Harley season 5 continues to grow as this show just can't sustain a stretch of greatness or even simply being good, just good, for more than an episode, and it's been brutal. Let me know what you thought of this week's episode though down in the comments below, and make sure you have a great day.